In the book, 13 Things Mentally Strong People Don't Do, author Amy Morin shares practical strategies to help readers develop great mental strength and overcome challenges in life. Morin, a psychotherapist and licensed clinical social worker, draws from her personal experiences and professional background to offer insights and advice on how to take control of your emotions, thoughts, and actions. Idea 1. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. Life is full of unexpected challenges, and sometimes they can seem insurmountable. But it's important to remember that mentally strong people don't let these setbacks define them. Instead, they learn to get back up and keep moving forward. One key factor in developing mental strength is learning to focus on gratitude rather than self-pity. This means looking at the positives in your life, even in the midst of difficulties. When we focus on what we have, rather than what we lack, we're better able to cope with adversity and find solutions to our problems. One inspiring example of this is Marla Runyon, who refused to let her degenerative eye disease hold her back. Instead, she turned to her love of running and became a world-class athlete, setting world records at the Paralympics. By focusing on her strengths and what she could do, rather than her limitations, Runyon was able to achieve great things. But gratitude isn't just good for mental strength, it's also good for physical health. Studies have shown that people who express gratitude have healthier immune systems, less physical pain, and overall better health than those who focus on negativity. So next time life throws you a curveball, try focusing on what you're grateful for. It might just help you bounce back stronger than ever. Idea 2. They don't give away their power. Our daily vocabulary can have a big impact on how we think and feel. When we say things like, "He made me mad," or "I have to work late," we're giving others power over our emotions and choices. Instead, mentally strong people take control of their feelings by recognizing that their choices are their own. They might say, "I'm choosing to stay late," instead of, "I have to work late." One inspiring example of mental strength is Oprah Winfrey, who overcame a difficult childhood and numerous setbacks to become one of the most successful media moguls in the world. Despite facing rejection and criticism, Winfrey never let others dictate her actions or limit her potential. Forgiveness is also an important aspect of mental strength. When we hold on to anger and resentment, we allow others to control our emotions and disrupt our lives. By practicing forgiveness, we can take back control and focus on our own growth and well-being. In fact, studies have shown that forgiveness can have psychological benefits, such as reducing blood pressure and improving heart health. People who practice forgiveness also tend to live longer lives. In summary, our language and mindset play a crucial role in our mental strength. By taking ownership of our choices and practicing forgiveness, we can become more resilient and better able to overcome life's challenges. Idea 3. They don't shy away from change. Change is an inevitable part of life, and the way you approach it can significantly impact your mental strength. If you are resistant to change, you may find that your life remains stagnant and you struggle to make progress. On the other hand, embracing change and committing to it can help you overcome obstacles and achieve success. An excellent example of a mentally strong individual who embraced change is Judge Greg Mathis, who turned his life around after a troublesome youth and criminal past. Mathis did not let his past define him and instead sought change, finding new ways to serve his community and eventually becoming a judge. To make progress and embrace change, it's essential to work through the 5 steps of change: pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, and maintenance. During the pre-contemplation stage, people become aware of the need for change but may not fully recognize the consequences of staying the same. In the contemplation stage, individuals recognize the need for change but may not commit to it fully. The preparation stage involves creating a plan for change, while the action stage involves putting that plan into action. Finally, during the maintenance stage, individuals must learn how to maintain the change long-term by monitoring their progress and planning ahead for potential obstacles. By embracing change, committing to it, and working through the 5 steps of change, individuals can improve their mental strength and achieve their goals. Remember, change is an opportunity for growth and progress, and you have the power to control how you approach it. Idea 4. They don't waste energy on things they can't control. The superhero complex is a common issue that many people face. This type of thinking can lead to unnecessary anxiety and can harm relationships. It involves feeling the need to control everything and believing that the only way things can be done correctly is by doing it oneself. However, this mentality is not healthy and can lead to more harm than good. A great example of someone who let go of the things outside of his control is Terry Fox. He was diagnosed with bone cancer at a young age and had to have his leg amputated. Instead of focusing on the negative, he became inspired by the story of a person who ran the New York Marathon with a prosthetic leg. Fox then began running and even completed his first marathon. Despite his illness, Fox wanted to raise money for cancer research and organized a race across Canada. Halfway through, he was forced to quit due to health reasons, but his story inspired many people who continued to donate money. Ultimately, he raised $23 million for cancer research before losing his battle to cancer. By focusing on what he could control, which was raising money for cancer research, Fox made a significant impact on the world. It's important to understand that worrying about things outside of our control is a waste of energy. Instead, we should focus on what we can control and make the best of the situation. Research has shown that those who are less controlling lead happier lives and have better relationships. Therefore, it's essential to recognize the things outside of our control and focus on what we can change to increase our overall well-being. Idea 5. They don't worry about pleasing everyone. Focusing on pleasing everyone around us may seem like a kind and generous approach, but in reality, it can negatively impact our mental strength. It's important to understand that we cannot control how others feel, and attempting to do so can be a waste of time and energy. Instead, we should learn to make choices that align with our values and act accordingly, even if that means disappointing or upsetting others. For instance, consider the story of Angela, who aimed to please the men she dated by taking on personality traits that weren't authentic to herself. By doing this, she began to lose her true self and prioritize the feelings of others over her own. This made her mentally weak and ultimately prevented her from being true to herself. By accepting that we won't always please everyone, we can become mentally stronger and build courage to make choices that align with our values, even if it means disappointing others. It's important to remember that we cannot control how others feel, and we should focus on being true to ourselves rather than trying to please everyone around us. Research suggests that individuals who are less focused on pleasing others tend to have better mental health and stronger relationships. Idea 6. They don't fear taking calculated risks. Many people struggle with the fear of taking risks. It is natural to feel hesitant about making big decisions in life, such as pursuing a new career or starting a business. However, it is essential to carefully assess the potential risks and benefits before making any major changes. One effective way to do this is to ask yourself a series of questions, such as what are the potential costs and benefits of taking this risk? How will this decision affect my goals and aspirations? What are the alternatives? It is also important to remember that taking risks does not always have to involve making life-changing decisions. Sometimes, it can be as simple as stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something new, such as speaking in public or traveling to a new place. Taking these small risks can help you build confidence and prepare you for bigger challenges down the road. One inspiring example of facing your fears is the story of psychologist Albert Ellis, who was terrified of talking to women. After carefully considering the potential consequences of rejection, Ellis decided to face his fear and began striking up conversations with women at a local botanical garden. Though he was rejected by many, Ellis eventually realized that rejection was not as bad as he had feared and that he had been holding himself back for far too long. In conclusion, taking risks and facing your fears is essential for building mental strength and achieving personal growth. By carefully assessing potential risks and benefits, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and challenging yourself to try new things, you can develop the courage and confidence necessary to succeed in life. Idea 7. They don't dwell on the past. Many people find themselves stuck in the past, either ruminating about bad experiences or idealizing the good old days. However, Dwelling on the past prevents us from fully enjoying the present and living life to the fullest. It's important to remember that our past experiences don't have to define us, as exemplified by the story of Winona Ward. Ward grew up in a small Vermont village with a sexually and physically abusive father. Despite the trauma she endured, she didn't allow her past to hold her back. Instead, she worked hard to free herself and went on to earn a law degree from a university in Vermont. She founded an organization called Have Justice Will Travel, which provides legal services to families dealing with domestic abuse. Through her work, Ward was able to use her experience to learn, grow, and help others. If you find yourself struggling to move forward from a difficult past, there are steps you can take. First, give yourself permission to enjoy your life despite the challenges you may have faced. It's also helpful to remember the lessons you learned from your experiences, and to try to look at the situation objectively. Forgiveness, both of others and of yourself, can also help to relieve the burden of negative emotions. By taking these steps, you can begin to move forward and live your life to the fullest. Idea 8. They don't make the same mistakes over and over. Making mistakes is a natural part of life and a valuable opportunity for growth. Unfortunately, many of us have been conditioned to view mistakes as failure, leading to embarrassment and punishment. However, a hallmark of mental strength is the ability to learn from mistakes and take steps to avoid repeating them in the future. Roland Macy provides an inspiring example of how mistakes can ultimately lead to success. After struggling to attract customers to his dry goods store due to a poor location and failed parade, he used his experience to make better decisions in the future. By opening a store in a prime location and hosting a successful parade, he created one of the most successful department store chains in the world. If you want to learn from your mistakes, it's important to analyze them objectively. Ask yourself what went wrong and how you could have done better. Be honest with yourself and take responsibility for your actions. By doing so, you will regain control of the situation and start building mental strength. In conclusion, making mistakes is an opportunity for growth, not failure. By learning from your mistakes, you can become mentally stronger and more successful in all aspects of your life. Idea 9. They don't resent other people's success. It is natural to feel envious when we see others achieve success that we desire. However, it is important to recognize that envy can lead to negative feelings and may hinder our own growth and progress. Instead, we can learn from the success of others and use it to our advantage. The story of Milton Hershey and H.B. Reese is a great example of how collaboration and support can lead to mutual success. Rather than viewing each other as competition, they celebrated their individual successes and supported each other's strengths. This allowed them to use each other's power to their advantage, leading to the creation of the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup and the continued success of both businesses. To overcome envy and use the success of others to our benefit, we should focus on celebrating the achievements of others rather than feeling resentful. By doing so, we attract successful people and create opportunities for collaboration and continued success. It is important to recognize that success is not a finite resource, and the success of others does not diminish our own potential for success. By adopting a growth mindset and learning from the success of others, we can achieve our own goals and aspirations. Idea 10. They don't give up after the first failure. The fear of failure is a common fear that can hold us back from achieving our goals. However, successful individuals view failure as an opportunity to learn and improve, and are willing to take risks despite the possibility of failure. Thomas Edison is a great example of this mindset. Although he is most famous for inventing the light bulb, he also had many other inventions that failed. Rather than viewing these failures as setbacks, he saw them as learning opportunities and used each one to get closer to his ultimate success. Research has shown that hard work and perseverance are more important than natural talent when it comes to achieving success. By consistently practicing and not giving up, individuals can develop their skills and eventually surpass those who may seem more naturally talented. This applies to a variety of fields, including sports, music, art, and more. To overcome the fear of failure, it's important to create a plan to learn from your mistakes and avoid repeating them. Additionally, It's important to prepare for failure and not be afraid to fail, as it is a necessary part of the process towards achieving success. By adopting a growth mindset and seeing failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, we can overcome our fear of failure and reach our full potential. Idea 11. They don't fear alone time. In today's busy world, silence is often hard to come by. We are constantly surrounded by noise and distractions, which can lead to stress and mental exhaustion. However, research shows that spending time alone in quiet contemplation can have powerful benefits for our mental and emotional well-being. By intentionally creating moments of silence in our daily lives, we can cultivate greater mindfulness, creativity, and inner peace. One effective way to incorporate silence into your daily routine is by setting aside a few minutes each day to simply be with your thoughts and emotions. During this time, you can reflect on your life goals, evaluate your progress, and visualize the future you want to create. Writing down your thoughts in a journal can also help you process your emotions and gain greater clarity about your priorities and values. In addition to intentional moments of silence, you can also make small changes in your daily habits to reduce noise and distractions. This might mean turning off the radio in your car or taking a walk without your phone. These small acts of mindfulness can help you become more present and aware of your surroundings, which can reduce stress and anxiety. Meditation is another powerful tool for cultivating inner peace and comfort with silence. Studies have shown that regular meditation practice can have numerous health benefits, including improved brain function, reduced stress and anxiety, and better sleep. By learning to quiet your mind and focus your attention, you can develop greater self-awareness and resilience, and learn to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. In conclusion, incorporating moments of silence and mindfulness into your daily routine can have profound benefits for your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. By intentionally creating space for quiet contemplation and self-reflection, you can cultivate greater inner peace, creativity, and resilience, and learn to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and grace. Idea 12. They don't feel the world owes them anything. It is common for parents to praise their children for their achievements, but failing to teach them to take responsibility can result in a sense of entitlement as they grow up. This entitlement can have serious consequences, as seen in the case of Ethan Couch, whose wealthy parents coddled him and failed to teach him responsibility. When he killed 4 people while driving under the influence, his lawyers argued that he suffered from affluenza, and he received a rehabilitation sentence instead of prison time. However, entitlement is not limited to wealthy families, as many people have a tendency to believe that the universe owes them something. Mentally strong individuals refuse to have a sense of entitlement and focus on giving rather than taking. Sarah Robinson, for example, was diagnosed with a brain tumor in her early 20s and, during her battle with cancer, noticed that many patients drove long distances to receive treatment. She founded Sarah's House, a facility that provides overnight accommodations for those undergoing treatment, to help these patients. Despite Sarah's passing, Sarah's House continues to provide a valuable service to those in need. It is important to teach children the value of taking responsibility and the importance of giving back to the community. By focusing on these principles, we can create a society that is mentally strong and resilient. Idea 13. They don't expect immediate results. Developing patience is a key ingredient in achieving success, but it can be difficult to maintain the necessary mindset when results do not come immediately. Studies have shown that many people abandon their resolutions after only a few weeks, largely because they set unrealistic expectations and create strict deadlines. These factors can discourage people and make them more likely to give up altogether. To overcome these challenges, it is important to accept that change is not easy and that reaching your goals will take hard work and dedication. It is also important to avoid getting discouraged by slow progress, as improvements may be subtle and difficult to recognize. By staying committed and maintaining a positive attitude, you can increase your chances of success in the long run. Remember, success is a journey, and patience is a key virtue that can help you navigate the ups and downs along the way. Now, thank you for taking the time to watch, and if you found value in this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more great content. Trust me, you won't regret it.